the work we do today, the talents we cultivate today, the skills we develop today will shape our future and will rule how our society works and its ability to develop independent, sustainable future. ICT talent is the cornerstone for economic prosperity and sovereignty. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for being here and welcome to Shenzhen. Thank you for attending. You're coming from all corners of the world to attend and to share, but more importantly, to celebrate with us this amazing era of ICT. Also, what a week it was. We are celebrating the 10th anniversary of the ICT Global Competition, 2024-2025. What a week it was, full of passion, energy, innovations. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests and partners, just look around you. Daily life, work, companies' reports, countries' vision, plans, even political agenda. Everything is centered around transformation, inspired by intelligence and built on a concrete layer of connectivity infrastructure. That's it. That's what we have today. Now, people was arguing, what is the driver for transformation? Some were saying it's business KPI. Others were saying it's advanced technology. The reality is the primary resource and the only driving force and the lifeblood for all of the transformation is the ICT talents. In Huawei, we believe that investing in ICT talents is investing in life. But we also believe if we wanted to develop the talents for and in the intelligent world, we would rather use and leverage intelligence, digital technologies in cultivating these talents. And that's very much the topic of today's summit. It's how AI and digital accelerates and advance education, because that's what matters. So today, we have a great lineup of speakers, leaders, executives, university professors, officials, industry organizations, Huawei leaders as well. We're all having one goal. We want to say it out loud that every ICT talent matters and every bit of technology matters, because every dollar contributed to GDP of economy matters, and finally, and most importantly, every job matters. So let's kick things off and let's proceed for the wonderful program that we have today. So to kick things off, it's my pleasure to invite to the stage the director of Huawei Education and Healthcare Business Unit. Let's all welcome to the stage Robin Liu.
Distinguished guests and friends, good morning. Welcome to the AI Accelerating Education Summit, Education Transformation Summit. On behalf of Huawei, I would like to express my gratitude to all of you for attending the conference and for your long-term support and attention to Huawei. Digitalization and artificial intelligence are advancing at an unprecedented rate, making digital and intelligence enablement become a critical driving force for the high-quality development of an education and scientific research. By 2025, the global demand for ICT talent is projected to 200 million, with a significant shortage or the gap of the 60 million. The demand for individuals proficient in AI technology and innovative talent continues growth, highlighting the urgency to expedite the supply and cultivation of the high-quality ICT talent. Science and technology are the primary two productive forces. Talents are the most valuable resource, and innovation is the foremost catalyst. In the face of the digital intelligence revolution, the education system needs to proactively make change, focusing on the cultivating talents with the new quality productive forces. The integration of educational reforms and the technological advancement, coupled with the swift progress of AI, is reshaping the landscape and the methodology of education. As the mainstay of the talent cultivation, college and university are taking initiative to adjust their setting of specialized disciplines, update teaching content and methods, and integrate AI across all the disciplines and throughout the entire teaching process. At the same time, they are strengthening cooperation with the leading enterprise to establish the dynamic talent teaching and especially training mechanism, optimizing the talent training programs in time in response to the industry needs, and nurturing highly adaptable and high-quality talent. AI for science is the new paradigm of the science research, facilitating the efficient processing and analysis of complex data for researchers in higher education institutions. The shift will profoundly influence and transform the integrated development of education and technological talents in university. Firstly, Huawei provides a scientific computing platform solution based on the architecture combining with computing, storage, networks, cloud, and AI, meeting the diverse computing power requirements of universities, especially in the scientific research field, and also the technological innovation, achievement convention, and talent cultivation. Secondly, through the integration of AI plus X, interdisciplinary technology, Huawei offers the AI digital training solution that integrates the fundamental technology and intelligence, helping the university and the enterprises build up-to-date talent cultivation systems that aligns closely with the industry needs, enhancing the training, innovation, and practical skill in AI field, and promoting the large-scale application and sustainable development of AI technology especially in vertical field. So Huawei has held the global ICT competition for more than 10 consecutive years around the world, fostering the coordinated development of the education chain, also talent chain and industry chain. This year's ICT competition attracted more than 210,000 participants from more than 2,000 universities across the over 100 countries and regions. Right? It is gratifying to see over 180 teams from more than 40 countries and regions advancing to the global final in Shenzhen here for the final competition. I wish a award ceremony for the final this afternoon surrounding the success. Finally, I would like to extend my gratitude again in advance to the speaker for their keynote addresses this morning. I believe your knowledge and your experience will be of great value to everyone present. Thank you again for coming and have a great day.
Thank you, Robin. Indeed, the purpose is big and the stakes are high, and everything is related to people happier, healthier, wealthier, and organizations to be more productive, and industries to be more prosperous. Now, moving forward to the next keynote speaker, UNESCO has been so instrumental, and significant effort has been put into advancing intelligence and injecting intelligence in educations. So first, before I welcome the next speaker, we would like to thank UNESCO, especially Institute of Information Technology in Education, IITE, for their great effort and the collaboration with Huawei and others to transform education. So this morning, we're lucky to have the program specialist for UNESCO IITE. She will share with us the great vision and work and collaboration. Let's all welcome Murovana Tatiana, everybody.
Thank you very much, dear Mohammed. Dear summit organizers, summit participants, it's my pleasure to take part in this prominent gathering of education and IT experts. In my presentation, I'd like to outline the main UNESCO contributions in research, pedagogical tools, and normative instruments with regard to the opportunities that new technologies, and AI in particular, present to education. Artificial intelligence had the power to tackle some of the biggest challenges in education today. It can transform how we teach and how we learn, helping us move faster toward the Sustainable Development Goal on education. But with rapid tech advances, serious risks come, and right now, policy discussions and regulations struggle to keep up. That's why UNESCO is stepping in supporting countries in the use of AI in ways that align with Education 2030 agenda. We are committed to ensuring that the application of AI in education context is guided by the core principles of inclusion and equity. In its current strategy on technological innovation in education, UNESCO takes a humanistic approach to ensure that technology will be designed to serve people in accordance with the internationally agreed human rights frameworks, and that digital technologies will be leveraged as a common good. This human-centered approach comes to life through three powerful pillars: the watchtower, monitoring how tech transforms education globally, the empowerer, building skills and providing expert support, and the standard setter, creating frameworks for ethical and effective development and use of technologies. These functions are implemented across two transversal areas of action: breaking barriers, reaching the hardest to reach students and learners, and transforming classrooms, elevating both teaching and learning quality. At UNESCO, we are working to ensure that AI reduces inequalities rather than deepens them. When it comes to access to knowledge, research, and cultural diversity. Our priority is digital inclusion, with a special focus on lifting up the most marginalized women and girls, low-income communities, persons with disabilities, and linguistic and cultural minorities. How? By harnessing digital innovation to expand access to education, improve learning quality and relevance, build lifelong learning opportunities powered by technology, strengthen education systems, and better monitor learning progress worldwide. To achieve these goals, UNESCO works to design frameworks for national policy on ICT and AI in education, guidelines on developing holistic strategies for using technology as an accelerator towards achieving national educational priorities and advancing global education equity, digital literacy and digital competencies frameworks with a focus on teachers and learners. Thus, UNESCO developed the guidelines to foster the readiness of education policymakers and artificial intelligence, AI competency frameworks for students and for teachers, to guide countries in supporting teachers and students to understand the potential as well risks of AI, common frameworks to ensure the human-centered, sustainable digital transformation of education for all. These and other UNESCO publications, which provide intellectual guidelines for transformational processes in education, reflect the collective vision of experts from diverse countries and diverse contexts. They are openly available online in the UNESCO Digital Library. The majority of presented documents and publications were produced through UNESCO's sustained dialogue platforms and peer learning mechanisms, including Digital Learning Week, ICT in Education Prize, events dedicated to the International Day of Education, which this year focused on AI in education and on preserving human agency in a world of automation, and a wide range of international conferences and forums on AI in education organized by UNESCO and its partners. Complementing its global platforms, UNESCO runs local capacity building initiatives worldwide, upskilling education leaders and professionals at every level, from kindergarten classrooms to postgraduate institutions. I'm representing here the UNESCO Institute for Information Technologies and Education that was established as an integral part of UNESCO in 1997 and is located in Moscow. It's the only UNESCO Category 1 institute that holds a global mandate on ICT in education. The mission of our institute is promoting the innovative use of digital technologies and serving as facilitator and enabler for achieving sustainable development goal in education through ICT-enabled solutions and best practices. UNESCO IIT is committed to human-centered, inclusive, and equitable digital transformation of education. During the almost 30 years after its foundation, UNESCO Institute for Information Technologies and Education has accumulated rich experience, expertise through its service to UNESCO member states and international digital communities regarding the application of digital technologies in education. Within our mandate, we are working on supportive member states, pioneering future learning, transforming teacher excellence, amplifying success stories, promoting technologies for all, and building alliances to maximize collective impact. Huawei Technologies is one of our constant partners we have maintained successful cooperation with for 6 years running. Our first joint project resulted in the Insight Report on ICT in higher education and Tibet in the Middle East and Pakistan. The report reviews the status of ICT-related higher education and technical and vocational training in 10 Middle East countries. It lays the foundation for new ICT talent development programs in the region. The report findings were presented at the Telecom Leaders Summit and Huawei Middle East and Africa Innovation Day at GTEx Global in Dubai. Within the next project on AI capacity building in Arabic-speaking countries, IIT and Huawei, with the support of the Saudi Arabia National Center for AI, updated and localized the AI course for Arabic-speaking students. The course outlines the main concepts of artificial intelligence technologies such as machine and deep learning, relevant software and hardware, programming in Python, as well as spotlight the ethical issues in the use of AI. The course contains assignments to assess obtained knowledge and skills, including projects on natural language processing, data analysis, and image recognition. Currently, we are collaborating within the project to support digital transformation and strengthen the capacity of 9 Central Asian and South Caucasus countries through redesigning higher education and Tibet in line with the labor market demands and further development of ICT skills strategy. For each of 9 countries, we are implementing comprehensive desk research encompassing the collection of up-to-date statistical data and review of relevant documents and secondary information accessed from global and national resources. The data available from national ministries and agencies in charge of education, labor, innovation, and ICT are being collected and analyzed to investigate the local context and challenges. The analytical reports will provide an overview of the country's ICT ecosystem and policy landscape, focusing on education and labor market. On the basis of the research findings, the recommendations on effective reforms in ICT skills development system are being elaborated for each country. We are committed to sustaining our productive partnership to advance digital transformation in higher education and further empower faculty, students, and education leaders. Thank you very much for your attention. I wish you the perfect day today.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Tatiana. Indeed, closing the gap, the education divide, horizontally, digital education for everybody, and vertically in deployment of quality education through digital technology is the key for all of us to capture enormous opportunities. So, as I mentioned, in Huawei, we believe that advanced solutions, platform, injecting intelligence in education and also in other industries, but education is the foundation, as I mentioned, is our core value. It's our belief, it's our investment for the future. So, what are those solutions? What are those innovations? So, today, we're having the CTO for education in global public sector. For Huawei, he will let us know about those solutions. Let's all welcome Frank Huang.
Well, good morning, everyone. Dear distinguished guests, welcome to this summit. So my name is Frank, and I'm in charge of education solutions in Huawei for global market. So today is my great honor to be here, share some ideas, some technology trends, and also some excellent practice in AI learning, ICT talent cultivation, as well as Huawei education solutions to help us to accelerate the education transformation. So first of all, as just now Robin mentioned, now AI actually has already been penetrating to every industry. And also, in the next 5 years, the global ICT talent demand more than 200 million. And also, the shortage for ICT talent, roughly 60 million, especially for those emerging technologies. For instance, AI, big data, cloud. So, more than 11 million AI talent is shortage. So that's why we emphasize a lot on ICT talent cultivation, especially for AI majors. In fact, talking about the education reform, we know that at this moment, we are moving from previously or traditionally knowledge given to capability building. That's why we see a lot of changes in teaching methodologies, in the way we actually give the lessons to the students. So that is what we need to think, to use technologies to help our tutors to better embrace this change. And talking about the key essence for education, we understand it is for talent cultivation. And from Huawei's perspective, because all of us knows Huawei, actually we are one of the leading technology companies. So when we talk to our education stakeholders, why not Huawei help you to cultivate more ICT talent? Because that is our strength and linked to your main purpose in education. And we are the only one in the world who is capable of providing the full stack ICT all fields, started from, for example, the chipset, the communication technologies, the optical network, data communication, cybersecurity, etc., as well as the operating system, and also AI, cloud. And the most important thing is, because we have been working in so many industries, we also have many, the real good industry-based practice. We can also bring those industry know-how, plus the technologies in your daily learning, in your daily study. Because finally, we need to let our students understand, after you learn so many technologies, how to resolve those real problems in different industries. For example, design a campus network for the bank, for the university, for the government, totally different. So we can bring those industry know-how into the study. And this is, first I would like to a little bit introduce our ICT talent cultivation solutions. This is the overview of the solution, because we stress on, first, provide the curriculum. Second, we need to give enough opportunities for the students in the school, in the university, to have hands-on, to practice. That's why we also bring the laboratories in many technology domains in the school to let the students hands-on. And also, we have the certificate program. We have the ICT competition. For example, this time, so many good teams, they all come to join the competition. And also, we work with universities, with TVET, to set up the ICT Academy, to set up the learning program in the university. And also, sometimes we also work with the government, for example, Ministry of Education, TVET, or maybe even Ministry of Labor, to help them set up the nationwide training base, not only for students, but also for public. So that's why, we can ensure that students can have more than 60% hands-on opportunities in the school, and also to be trained very good before they graduate, then help them to easily, get into the job after graduation. This is a real case I would like to share with you. It's in China. In fact, we have been working with a university called Shenyang Institute of Technology for many years. Now, they set up many technology fields, programs. For example, data communication, AR, big data, etc. Those are some pictures, the real pictures. They set up the laboratory. And of course, we provide so many curriculum to cover all fields. And also, I think besides we talk about how to give better program for those IT-related majors, it's also very important for us to think. Besides learning AI, and we need to think how to integrate AI in other majors. That is actually many universities, they already put into practice. For example, for the engineering, for automotive, those universities actually, they already let those students to learn AI and to be combined with their study. For example, the autopilot. Those are some, experimental tools we also together to provide to the school. This is another case in Wuhan Technology University. They also create what we call AR micro major or AR micro course. It is open for all majors in the university, not only for IT majors. Those are some outcomes they have. For example, the fashion design. They use AI to change the dress on the model. Okay, this is also the work done by the students. So, in general, besides the ICT cultivating solutions, as I just now introduced, we also focus on how to provide the leading digital foundation or infrastructure to our universities. And for example, smart classroom, to realize the lecture recording, remote learning, or even AI analytics in the learning. And also smart campus, we focus on provide the high quality campus network, the data center, to support the students to learn everywhere and also can easy access to all digital contents or services in the university. Last but not least, that is for scientific research. We also work with many research institutions and also some professors in the university to set up the high-performance computing facility, high-performance data analytics, AI, etc., to accelerate their research outcome. I'm going to introduce a little bit one by one for each scenario. For example, the smart classroom. As I mentioned, now we already put some AI features in the smart class solution. Before, sometimes when we talk about the smart classroom, maybe it's just some smart devices like interactive touch panel or network, digital contents in the classroom. But now we use AI to help the teacher, for example, lesson planning, to analyze the students' strengths and weaknesses. For example, this is a case also we have done this year in Shenzhen, in Zhejiang Shuren University. Last year, we helped them to upgrade all the classrooms into smart classroom, maybe smart classroom 2.0, right? So this year, when DeepSeek came out, so we integrate DeepSeek with the smart classroom facilities, which you can see. Now they can use the AI tools to help the teacher plan the lesson, and also for test, for example, quiz paper, it can automatically created by AI tools. After the teacher gives some requirements, for example, I would like to check some knowledge points in which chapter, for example, automatically, give the quiz paper. And of course, automatically, score on the students' results. And also, for the, what we call knowledge graph, as I mentioned, students, everything, done online, can analyze your full profile to give you suggestions, give you some recommendations to learn more knowledges from, more, reference books, for example. Another thing, it is a good infrastructure, especially for network. That is quite important because without a good network facility in your campus, all the services, management, or for example, classroom scenarios cannot be realized. And we focus on providing, for example, full wireless coverage in your campus. Use the latest technology, Wi-Fi 7, for example, and also to use a simplified network architecture to help you easily manage your facilities. And also the maintenance and operation tools can intelligently help you to, for example, troubleshoot on some failures and to react on some, something wrong. If it is happen, it can automatically, resolved. This is the new architecture actually. It has already been widely used in many projects, especially in China. When we talk about the classical network architecture, now we are thinking to use optical network, fiber to the classroom, to the office, and compare with the classical Ethernet solution. It can reduce your network architecture from 3 layers to 2 layers. And also, fiber, it is a future-proof technology to support Wi-Fi 7 or maybe in the future Wi-Fi 8. You don't need to think about swap the cable. Okay, it also can protect your investment. And also, fiber plus power supply can also support it in this solution. Last one, that is for research. Especially in some countries like in Europe, we have done many cases to help universities, especially set up the research data management purpose. We set up the resource pool to share those research data. Those are some cases like in Aachen University in Germany, top university. So they together with 8 universities, funded by the government, we set up the high-performance data management pool to support high-performance computing and also, to share those data among universities. So, in conclusion, we have been working in education sector for more than 15 years across the world, and more than 20 research institutes, research education network, they choose Huawei as a trusted partner to provide the infrastructure backbone. And also more than 5,000 universities, we provide solutions including ICT talent cultivation, campus network, smart classroom, research, etc. And also, we also work with MOEs in many countries to connect all schools to upgrade the facilities inside of the school and inside of the classroom. So this is my presentation. I just would like to share some, new trends and our practice with you. And thanks again for coming, and I wish you enjoy your stay in China. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Frank. Indeed, I guess our goal needs to be very clear, which is developing AI native education. Bill Gates was saying that those who will survive AI jobs in the future, those who will know how to leverage AI, just like what Frank mentioned, right? And how can we know how to leverage AI if our education was not AI native. And that's the key, I think. Now you can see that the stage is becoming ready for an exciting panel discussion. And why we have this panel? Because beside those innovative solutions that was introduced to you, collaboration is the key between all of the stakeholders to move on. So, without further ado, I would like to invite the panel moderator. She's my colleague. She is the ICT Talent Partner Development Program Executive Manager. So the stage is all you, Tamara.
Good morning, everyone, dear guests, distinguished participants. Welcome to the panel discussion dedicated to the topic of transformative power of artificial intelligence in education and artificial intelligence as innovation accelerator. Let me introduce my panelists, please. Delightedly welcome Mr. Fakrini Jacobs Katoi Kahindi, Principal Secretary of the Ministry of Youth Affairs, Creative Economy and Sports, Kenya. Please welcome. Mr. Wanju Chuan, Director of Basic Software Talent Ecosystem Development Department, Huawei. Please welcome. Ms. Bixia Han, Deputy Director of UNESCO ICT. Please welcome. Professor Omar Al-Zubi, Dean of Artificial Intelligence Faculty in Al-Balqa Applied University, Jordan. Mr. Ali Feng, Director of the Human Resource Department of ICT Strategy and Marketing. Please welcome. And Octaviano Pratama, Assistant Professor in UPN Veteran Jakarta, Indonesia. Please welcome. So once again, I'm very much delighted and inspired to have you as panelists, and welcome to the panel discussion once again. And first of all, it's worth mentioning that now we are living through one of the most transformative periods in human history, when the evolution of technology, and we know that the education not only just keep up with change, but also try to lead it. Artificial intelligence, automation, climate change, all of these are just transforming what we need to learn and how we learn it. That is why today, with our key stakeholders from the government, industry, academia, international education organization, we will explore how to make this education prepared and ensure that for the opportunities and challenges of tomorrow. So my first question is, Mr. Fakrini, for you. We would like to know which are those reforms and initiatives that your ministry has been pursuing in order to cultivate the future-ready talents and even to ensure the equity access to all, especially in underserved areas. Would you share with us these kind of initiatives which your ministry has been pursuing?
Thank you, and thank you so much. It gives me great pleasure to appear in this panel with you, Tamara. And to begin by saying that as the government of the Republic of Kenya, we have taken deliberate steps into ensuring that we institute key reforms that go with the age of transition in technology and artificial intelligence. And one most important and critical step that we've taken is to institutionalize the competence-based curriculum. So in 2017, the government of Kenya initiated a program called the CBC, Competence-Based Curriculum, which now, as opposed to the conservative and traditional model of education, we try to align our education system with competency and industrial needs. And this has really given the government a great impetus into financing more the technical and vocational training institutes other than the universities which have otherwise been giving traditional conservative courses. So we've used competence-based curriculum to go fully into the technical space, where we encourage learners to learn about artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, data science, computer science, and more.
Great. This is actually a great initiative, and I know that you are also undertaking certain leads in order to, to make the education future ready. So I know one of the leads is like DigiTrack, yes. And maybe you can share also about similar initiatives which you have been also executing in Kenya.
Thank you. I think to begin with, the key reforms and DigiTrack initiatives which have really gone ahead to empower our young generation with a lot of skills. And remember, as a country, Kenya enjoys 75% of our population being young people. I think we are one of the countries in the continent of Africa who enjoy the biggest population being the young population. Other than DigiTrack, which of course I must agree that has really gone ahead to empower most of our young people with the digital skills, we have many initiatives like the Ajira digital platform. This is a platform which has really helped over 450,000 of our youth, not only in colleges but also in universities, and even the youth who graduated with skills on online digital jobs, artificial intelligence, and basically build the skill, of try to catch up with the world in terms of the area of technology. So that is one skill. One very important initiative that we've done as a government is to embrace the Smart City program. We have one facility called the Konza Technopolis, which is a very big hub. Actually, we are positioning Konza Technopolis as the AI hub, a leading AI hub in the whole of East Africa. And I think this is one very, very important program. We have actually the Kenya Artificial Intelligence Strategy, or 2025-2030. It's a 5-year strategy which really wants to position Kenya as one of the leading AI hubs in the whole continent of Africa.
That is great. I think you are on a very great track with these initiatives and programs, especially AI Lab. And I do hope that with so much programs and so much directions captured in order to cultivate and prepare the talents for the innovation and education transformation, the collaborative efforts which you are executing, so this will be great success for Kenya in the future. Sure. Thank you very much for that. Mr. Wang, we understand that AI has evolved from those sophisticated algorithms in the laboratory to the fundamental force which is driving productivity and social change. And we do understand that the talent cultivation and talent attraction is a main first priority in developing the AI talent system. So would you please share with us which are those initiatives and which are those strategies are better to build these AI system level talents, and what is the amplifier effect of the educations and institutions here, how you are also collaborating with the universities and colleges. Please share with us these kind of initiatives.
Okay, get it. Thanks for the Tamara. So actually, I'm Jason Wang from Huawei, the basic software talent cultivation, this department. So it's a great honor to discuss this topic of talent cultivation. And currently, because with the greatest successful commercial of AI big mode, so and this year also we have a DeepSeek widely to use it. So from Huawei point of view, so we have made a lot of breakthrough in core technologies. And those core technologies such wireless system, 5G and 5G Advanced, and datacom, core network, and also have the basic software. So these core technologies can accelerate the intelligence. And also from the talent cultivation, this level, so we should think about for the whole stack of AI. So we need from the AI underlaying the level is AI chip architecture, above is like OS layer, operating system, and then is to the DB layer database. We can use the database to handle the AI big data. And then to the upper layer is like AI framework software, like Huawei's Manisport. We can design the whole AI system, and then go to the upper layer. Upper layer is like the AI application software. So with the full stack of the AI knowledge, and then we can make the talent to cultivation. So example, like the basic software, we have built, we call it 211, the basic software talent cultivation architecture. So what's mean the 211? That's two is like first, we need to define the AI talent standards, let them to know what to study and how to study. And also development the AI related curriculum and the courses. And one is training the teachers, training the students, and let them to get the AI skills and knowledge. The last one is issue the certificate when they get the AI skills. And for the past 3 years, actually, we have organized more than 100 teacher training sessions and trained more than 4,000 teachers and covered 800 universities for that part. And actually, frankly speaking, from the basic software talent, we have made a good achievement in China. While overseas development is still in the primary way, so there's a long way to go. So I would like to cooperate with more countries and more universities to together to build the talent. So I think the world needs more and a better choice, so we can together to build a connected, intelligent world. So corporate, global corporate, so achieve the future. So that's my point. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. That seems a very comprehensive framework that you have been developing, this 211 model, and based on this, the teacher's cultivation, the curriculum, your adjustment, and as you rightly said, now we have the audience consistent of many overseas professors and academia representatives, so they will, related to this framework, join such kind of sessions in order to foster the education innovation, what we are talking about today. So that is a great initiative, and we hope that this year more and more teachers and professors will participate in those sessions from your initiative. Thank you very much, Mr. Wang. This is really very much needed job for AI level talents cultivation. Thank you. And let's try to explore how the global education trends and international frameworks advance the education evolution. For reference, I know, Ms. Bissaron, that the UNESCO ICA's one of the focuses is the AI competencies of teachers and leaders and digital training in higher education. Would you share with us the UNESCO ICA's role in teachers' cultivation and also to prepare the talents for the future? Maybe you can focus some meaningful contexts and projects, programs which you have been executing.
Thank you very much, Tamara, for posing this very interesting question. I think most of the people attending this meeting today must have attended a lot of international or regional conferences discussing about how AI is changing the higher education landscape, demanding new skills, policies, and even ethical frameworks to ensure and to make the future learning become more accessible. Especially for higher education institutions, they are trying to readapting to the changing landscape, making sure that they are producing talents that is more future-facing. They have future-facing skills to work and to live. So in terms of UNESCO and also UNESCO ICT, educators plays a key role, a critical role in this process. So educators will be, if educators are re-skipped or re-equipped, they will be more helpful to produce talent that is more capable for future work and for future life. So in terms of UNESCO ICT, since it was founded in 2016, UNESCO ICT has been committed and devoted to re-equipping and skilling higher education educators. This include teaching personnel, but also management staff and policy makers with their AI and digital competencies. So it comes to a flagship project of UNESCO ICT called International Institute of Online Education, briefly called IIOE. And I think IIOE is familiar to most of the participants here today as well. So IIOE's main objective is to re-equip higher education educators with AI and digital skills, and to enable and empower the higher education educators to be able to better navigate teaching, learning, and management, as well as governance in the future. So currently, UNESCO ICT's IIOE online learning platform has mobilized over 700 courses on AI and digital competency building, and especially IIOE has a special focus on skill and competency-based micro-certification training for higher education educators. And those micro-certification training covers different topics, including digital pedagogy, AI, and especially this year we are started to develop AI plus higher education institution discipline training programs. So through these training programs, we are hoping to better re-equip higher education teachers and also educators. In terms of implementation, IIOE emphasizes localized or maybe ownership by higher education institutions and also UNESCO ICT's project countries. For example, IIOE micro-certification program has been implemented in over 40 project countries in Africa and also Asia-Pacific region. In terms of Egypt, IIOE has a national center built between UNESCO ICT and our partner university in Egypt. So starting from this year, IIOE micro-certification program have been implemented by IIOE Egypt National Center over 20 higher education institutions and leading public higher education institutions in Egypt, covering over 500 higher education teachers. And this is just a pilot, and they are going to scale up this micro-certificate training throughout the year. And by the end of this year, they are probably going to train over 2,000 higher education teachers through IIOE's micro-certification training program. And on IIOE's online learning platform, all IIOE national centers and IIOE partner HEI also has a dedicated website to manage, operate, and upload the training program. Thank you very much.
Thank you. You know, when I hear those numbers, as you mentioned, like 2,000 teachers, like Mr. Wang mentioned, 4,000 teachers, I become so happy. And I think the same as the audience, which is also many professors here. So really, this is very appreciated, Mr. Xiaohan, the online platform. And I see that actually how actively you are doing the teachers' professional development, especially for emerging technologies, for AI, and therefore we have the support of the government, as Mr. Fakhrini also shared with us. We have the total framework of talent cultivation, and we have the great UNESCO ICT's role here. So you also disclosed those countries where you will have the focus of this year. So thank you very much for that. And this is a great job which is fundamental on different layers. And Professor Omar, I do understand that from the academic point of view, still there is a lot of work to be done in order to adapt the curricula. So it needs certain balance between innovation and the education and national education standards. And I know that Al-Balq University, Applied University in Jordan, is one of the largest, is the largest applied university, and I know that you are making great focus here for the technology-based education. Please share with us how your initiatives and strategies also need to adapt the curricula, and you do the future-ready cultivation of students in your university. Please share with us which platforms which you are using here and certain curriculums adoptions.
Yes, thank you, Tamara. As a proud member of Al-Balqa Applied University in Jordan, I'm excited to share with you how our university is reshaping its programs and system to adapt to the rapidly changing world. So at Al-Balqa Applied University, we understand that preparing graduates for the rapidly changing world require more than just classic classrooms learning. I believe it demands collaboration and cutting-edge curricula and real-world experience. Al-Balqa Applied University, we are proud that we established a strong collaboration with global technology leaders. Of course, on top of those is Huawei, aiming to gap the bridge between the academic theory and practical application. Matter of fact, we at Al-Balqa Applied University, we are the first university in Jordan to integrate Huawei courses into our credit hour system, aiming to prepare our students for the world of where digital literacy is as essential as computer skill once were. So we took a decision to make Huawei AI course is part of our mandatory curriculum for all students, regardless of their major. So that students from different disciplines have to take this course as a mandatory for graduation. Yes.
This is actually a very significant initiative to make AI course obligatory regardless of the disciplines. And as far as I know, you also have certain labs in order to prepare for the hands-on exercises for students so that they can get technology-based education during their studies in your university. Is that?
Yes. The Huawei ICT Academy at Al-Balqa Applied University is the first academy in Jordan, established in 2019. We have specialized labs, networking lab, AI labs, cloud computing lab. It's well equipped with the essential equipment for the students to practice. Besides that, we have virtual labs for the student to practice from their home.
So that we understand that you have captured this from different layers. First of all, you are making AI as emerging technology, integrated into your curriculum. You have built the labs, and you are on a very great track here for cultivating the talents for AI era. Thank you, Professor Omar, for these kind of initiatives and efforts. Mr. Alemfang, I have a very curious, very good question for you, because we do understand certain initiatives are going on, but I think you are absolutely the right person to understand what is the real graduate now skills look like. So which skills are essential now, which skills are required, which knowledge is required, which, for example, was not required 10 years ago, how you would suggest which skills are required for young talents, and which programs and initiatives being done by Huawei in order to prepare those talents prepared for this recruitment.
Okay, I'm glad to answer this question. Before the HR director, I was a technical guy. Before I worked for Huawei for more than 25 years. So I'm lucky when I joined Huawei. It's just Huawei's the first decade is the all IP era. So at that time, our main customer is telecom operators. So we help our customers to translate from the first initial generation to the IP era. And the second decade is a cloud or cloud area. At that time, so we transfer from the hardware and the software to the application and the service based on the cloud. And now we are in a new, very important area is the all intelligence era. So I'm happy I can still work for Huawei and work with our ecosystem partners and teachers, students. I think in this era, Huawei is facing a very big challenge. We also think about our strategy, vision, and our new organization transformation. I think this kind of transformation can divide 3 parts. The first part is an employee in Huawei internal, how we can learn the new IP technologies. This is open and free in Huawei internal. So everybody can learn AI, can learn all these new technologies. It's for free and it's for open. The second one is how we can transfer the good people that already has a very successful experience in traditional career domain, transfer to the enterprise and to the AI domain. So that these guys can how to copy their successful case in the past domain to the new area, to how to enable our industry partner to make the new success. This is the second one. And the third one is AI already is a new factor in the Huawei. For example, we have the AI for R&D, AI for sales, AI for marketing, AI for manufacturing, and AI for financing. For inside everything, we are developing the new tools to how to help our employee to enhance our efficiency. I think this is the big revolution for Huawei. The total organization. So if there's some advice to the new tenants who want to join with Huawei or have a cooperation with Huawei, I think I have 3 suggestions. The first one is hard skills. I think hard skill is very important to how to learn the new tools like the PyTorch, the ModRs, some new development provided by Huawei, by our partners. This is very important. We can start from now. The second one is the software skill. The software skill is how we can think like the scenario-based thinking, to think about the real needs from all the industry, not only from the education, also from the transportation, from the manufacturing, from the government, and all this industry. They need AI to how to help them to do this great transformation. The second one is the course domain. The course domain also this kind of tenants is what Huawei really need. So we need not only the field from AI, also from the who can plus AI plus such kind of vertical industry. So these 3 skills is my suggestion. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Alufeng. I think you have captured all that needed here. So first of all is infrastructure, software, and curriculum. So these are the 3 key means for success, as you said, so that they can join not only Huawei, but also the companies in the ICT industry. Thank you very much, Mr. Alufeng, for your comprehensive framework. And I want finally, one of the educators is here from Indonesia, and just want to understand, but we are sitting here presenting like government, academia, industry, but we do understand that the roles of teachers and students somehow changed because students are no longer passive recipients of those information. They become active participants of the learning process. Can you share with us how the learning has changed, how the teaching has changed, how are the students now taking this knowledge and preparing for this AI era? So maybe you are executing certain project initiatives to support them in this direction. Mr. Octaviano, please share with us.
Okay, thank you, Tamara, for your question. Well, nowadays, students not only want to learn from a teacher directly using synchronous learning, but also they also want to learn using asynchronous method. For example, like a project capstone, and then building a portfolio, and then presenting something in front of their friends and something like that. So because of that, students will produce a good quality of learning, and also they will obtain more and more productivity and also experience collaborating with their friends. And then because of that, I try to deliver the approach that called as the integrated learning framework that consists of project capstone and then building a portfolio and then soft skill and other new learning technique. So in 2021, I tried to create a framework that called as AI creation. So AI creation is a framework that I encourage students not only to prepare them to ready to work, but also to build the startup, because student purposes after graduation divided into three. The first is to finding a job, and then the second to continue the study, and the third is to build a business or a digital startup. Then when I created this framework, more than 2,000 ideas submitted in my university. A lot of students want to be entrepreneur after they're having knowledge from ICT Academy. Then their knowledge will be benefit for them to building a startup and then creating a job for others and something like that.
Yeah, thank you, Octaviano. I think your AI creation program and digital startups of students give already a great opportunity for students even develop their own soft skills, and they merge it with Huawei knowledge skills as you are doing it in your university, and therefore they may produce very meaningful results at startups, right? Thank you very much. You know, actually, we are just restricted in time. Otherwise, I would love to more and more discuss with you. I want to thank very much all the panelists of today's discussion for these inspiring speeches and thinkings and forward-looking discussion. And just to conclude, I think one thing is very clear, that education innovation is just not a fixed direction. It's just always evolving, flexible journey. And innovation, partnerships, collaborative efforts, everything is very important here. Thank you very much. Let's embrace this future together with all of you. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you for the great discussion, different stakeholders. All right, so now after we listen to this collaborative effort from different stakeholders, now we wanted to say that we're not saying we're gonna still start today for the future. Huawei and the partners has already been doing a lot of things in the education and the AI native education and digital platform for education for some time. And now we have 3 best practice globally that we wanted you to get to know them. So we have 3 cases or 3 best practice from Indonesia, from Kazakhstan, and from Turkey. So we'll start from Indonesia to see one of the great best practice, and it's my pleasure to invite to the stage Dr. Hosni Teja Sukman. He is the General Secretary of APTICOM. So please welcome Dr. Hosni.
Okay, thank you very much for giving me time to share our what we have done in Indonesia. So I want to share about the enhancing education through industry standardization in Indonesia as a best practice. So I am Husni Teja Sukmana, Secretary General of APTICOM. So APTICOM is the Association for the Higher Education on Computer and Informatics. So I listened to the panelists before and the previous speaker about the aligning the industry to the campuses. And also that our ministry also asked our association how to align. Should they directly to embed in the curriculum, or they directly go to the lecture to teach industrial curriculum, something like that. So this is the question that our association tried to face with the standardization. Because you know that some industry come to our association and want to make the academy is running in our member, but the problem is the standardization sometimes is lower standard than that we expected, because they go to the senior high school vocation, the same material that used in the university curriculum. So that's why in this case we want to try to map the standardization among the Indonesian national qualification framework and then industrial curriculum. Okay, so this is what our president vision in 2045 in Indonesia. So this is 1 year of Independence Day of Indonesia, and we want to put the vision as like Indonesian Golden 2045. So one of the target is human resource competitiveness increase with Human Development Index 0.73. So we want to transform from the developing country to the advanced country. So, but right now we have some problem about the availability and demand for digital talent in Indonesia. So you can see in the yellow colors, this is the data is come from the Ministry of Information and Digitalization. So the province with high talent demand but low supply growth. So that's meaning so many opportunity for our graduates and member for work in Indonesia, because talent demand and low supply growth. In the bottom of the slide, so we see the gap for the Indonesian. This data is come from the Ministry of Labor. So we still need, in 2025, for example, we need about the 4 million supply for the labor. And especially for the high talents IT, we need about the 600 high digital talent in IT. So as I mentioned before, that the university have the problem when they embed the curriculum to industrial curriculum to the university curriculum. So we see in that slide, so some university use material from industry that is below the standard in Indonesian qualification framework. For example, in Indonesian qualification framework for the undergraduate level, at least we need the level 6 for Indonesian graduate. And then for the vocational high school, I think it's level 4 or level 5. So this is what we're thinking in our association to make the industrial standard to comply with Indonesian national standard, because this is the regulation as Presidential Decree number 8 in Indonesia. All the campuses curriculum should use the national standard qualification. So, and then 2023, we set up the reference book to map the standard of the industry. In this case is using, thank you, Huawei is collaborate with our association. So we set up the reference book of industrial equity industry standard with national standard in Indonesia. And then we can move forward to convincing the study program in Indonesia. It can be used to be as a reference when they creating curriculum books. You know that now is the curriculum, I mean using the outcome-based education framework. Okay, and then now we also try to embed them to the curriculum in the campus. Okay, so this is a little bit about our association. So the association is, as I mentioned before, our association is Association for the Higher Education on Informatics and Computers. So our member is about 800 right now, a member of the program study in Indonesia, and 2,000 plus for the individual member. So we make the ecosystem to improve the quality of digital talent in Indonesia. How we make it? The first is we founded the study program accreditation board. This is the Indonesia like MKA, like accreditation body. It's recognized by Indonesian government, and you know that every study program should be assessment from the government. That's meaning it will be assessed by our accreditation board every 5 years usually. And then we also founded the certification national institutions, so to certify the professionals using the Indonesian standard qualification. So the ecosystem we make in Apticom, so in the left side, the Apticom is have the several activity for the conferences, something like that, to teach and to training the member. And in the middle, we use the assessment body to access what we have done in the training and assessment. The division of Apticom is now want to increase the quality of the study program, at least from the C level to B level. You know, in Indonesia for the ICT, the accreditation is more than 50% is in the C level, because we have more than 4,000 campuses in Indonesia. Okay, so how to embed industrial standard to curriculum? So based on the study program accreditation standard, so the curriculum should be, the first is should be complied with the KKNE level 6. And the second is curriculum should be get input from the stakeholder, that's meaning from industry, governments, and so on. And the study program also get some professional certification. So based on the study program standard, we see that the 3 points that they have to achieve. So that's why, and then in the 2023, we make Huawei ICT Academy Apticom's collaboration. So we mapping the competency Huawei ICT Academy and national qualification framework. So this is how we try to map. The first is we see the Huawei syllabus. So many Huawei syllabus, right? From AI, cloud computing, and then datacom, and etc. And that time we tried to map at three major: AI, and then datacom, and then cloud computing. And then we mapping to the national standard. So we have the national standard. This meaning this is the minimum standard the student should be achieved. So because in the standard, they make the standard so many occupations job like cloud engineer, junior cloud engineer, advanced cloud engineer, something like that. And every occupation have the unit competence that should be fulfilled by a student. So we map that, we fixed that, the national standard with industrial curriculum. So when they are comply, we make the reference book. The reference book can be used by study program to embed as a reference when they make the curriculum books. So that's in one training, for example, like Huawei training, if they already put in the curriculum, so it can be get two benefit. The first is the certification from the Huawei as a professional certification, and the second is the certification from the national accreditation, like a professional national certification. Okay, so how to implement the industry-based competency? So we again see all the industrial syllabus and try to map. So I think the map is very important to make sure that all the material is fit with the standard. So after that, we can say that the alignment among the university and industry and standardization could be deal with us. Okay, so I think with the mapping, it's all become happy. Okay, so after we make the mapping reference book, so this is what we have done to cultivation the programs training with Huawei using our member. Last year we trained more than 2,000 lecture from the university and the senior high school through our networks in the province. Okay, and then see that from 2,000, more than 2,000 is joined with us, and about 1,400 is participant in training, and this has become the huge number at that time because we just running in 3 months to prepare and to promote that what our curriculum book and reference book can spread to our member. So next 2025 we have 2 more activity. The first is one testing, 2 certification because we already mapping, and then the second is we want to make the caption project program as mentioned before by one panelist discussion, because this is very important to student to get the project earlier. So when they graduate, it's become more preferable for the industry and become too easier to get the job. For example, if they want to get a job, and also it can become happy if they want to make the own business like a startup, something like that. Okay, so I think this is all of my sharing regarding the enhancement, the industrial curriculum to national qualification framework. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Hosni. That's great, and I think that's the real approach to Golden Indonesia 2045. I think the framework for evaluation is fundamentally important. We have to have a target. Now, moving on to the second case from Kazakhstan. So we're happy to have Aygul Izdenova. She is the project manager of the AI Sana Science Fund in the Ministry of Science and Higher Education in Kazakhstan. Please welcome Aygul.
Good day, dear colleagues and partners. Today, I am pleased to present to you the AI Sana project. This is not just an educational program. It is a technological springboard that opens us new horizons for the digital transformation of education and the economy of Kazakhstan. Artificial intelligence is no longer the future, it is our present. According to an IBM report, by 2030, AI's contribution to the global economy will reach $15.7 trillion. They are not just numbers. They reflect the scale of transformation taking place across all sectors, from industry to healthcare. AI accelerates the implementation of scientific developments. What used to take 20 years can now be achieved in 1 year. Already there is a 30 to 50% annual increase in global demand for AI specialists. But there are also challenges. For every 2 job opening, there is only 1 qualified specialist. And 40% of this workforce will need reskilling in the coming years. This is why education stands at the heart of the AI revolution. We see AI not as a replacement for humans, but as a tool to amplify human potential. It is not technology that wins, but people who know how to use it. Kazakhstan is no exception. At the demo day at Astana Hub, held in December 2024, the President of Kazakhstan, Kassym-Jomart Tokayev, emphasized in importance of investing in technology and education. He said, domestic and international educational programs in AI technologies can help strengthen the human capital of our country. This board became a clear guiding light for everyone involved in innovation development. The President stressed the need to form a dynamic ecosystem that unites education, science and startup development, as well as the importance of digital literacy for every citizen. The AI Sana project, which we are implementing in cooperation with universities and industry partners, is a concrete step in realizing this vision. It aims to strengthen the country's human capital in the field of artificial intelligence. Today, 48 ICT academies have been established in Kazakhstan. 20 universities have introduced 20 AI-related educational programs with 2,196 students currently enrolled. Amendments have been made on the national education standards to make AI training mandatory for all students in Kazakhstan. New specializations have emerged from AI in medicine to AI engineering and blockchain. Under the Bolashak program, 100 scholarships have been allocated for AI training, master's, PhD internships. I would like to acknowledge our partner, competitions such as Huawei, Coursera, Google, NVIDIA, Binance, and others. Special thanks go to Huawei Technologies Kazakhstan LLP, implementing the Huawei ICT Academy program with the Ministry of Science and Higher Education and top universities. As of first quarter of 2025, 48 ICT academies have been opened, 8 of which were launched in early 2025 as part of AI Sana. The curriculum covers 22 technical domains, included 14 professional courses led by over 2,670 certified instructors. Over 100 university instructors were trained by Huawei, and 500 students received international Huawei certification, HCIP and HCIE. But education is just the beginning. AI Sana is a 4-stage system. First, basic AI skills for 650,000 students. Second, AI programming and internship for 100,000 students. Third, startup acceleration for 60,000 students. And fourth, scaling phase, 1,500 startups and 50 international startups. We plan to work with global experts such as Paul Kim, for global internship and digital transformation programs. The program focuses on AI in energy and agribusiness, education, and talent development. The zero phase started in March 2025. Courses were provided by Huawei, Coursera, and Astana Hub. Out of 650,000 students, over 344,000 have complete courses. Most popular were Huawei courses, issued over 249,000 certificates. Over 92,000 got certificates from Astana Hub, 45,000 from Coursera, and 35,000 plus from other developed AI courses. As part of our AI Sana project, 27 anchor universities were identified as regional curators for contracting AI Sana training with developed ICT infrastructure and the ability to provide support to students during the startup development period. And as you can see, students As these universities approach learning with great interest, these graphs show the progress of training across all regions of our country. The Ministry is also forming an academic cluster at universities such as Al-Farabi Kazakh National University, 1.94 petaflops, Gumilev Eurasian National University, 100 teraflops, Satpayev University, 10 teraflops, total supercomputer capacity 2 petaflops. Additionally, a new Huawei Atlas 900 AI cluster supercomputer will be delivered to Satpayev University by end of this year with 10 petaflops peak performance. Our cooperation with Huawei began in September 2022 with the first memorandum and continued with an expanded memorandum in November 2024, which included research, digital platforms, and educational access to technology. Today, this collaboration spans ICT academies, infrastructure, and participation in international competition, including this one. Dear colleagues, AI Sana is more than a program, it's a movement for the future of Kazakhstan, where every student is a future engineer, entrepreneur, innovator. We are building an environment where AI is accessible, ethical, and progressive. Join us in this transformation. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gul. Wow, 250,000 Huawei certification. That's a great number. Thank you very much for the great collaboration. So now moving from Kazakhstan all the way west to Turkey. So another best practice, not only on the undergrad, but also in the postgraduate. So it's my pleasure to welcome Dr. Merve Yildirim. She is the assistant professor in Erzurum Technical University in Turkey. Please.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for your kind invitation. It's a pleasure to be here with you within this wonderful organization by Huawei. I share all of your excitements, and I'm representing the Erzurum Technical University and also the Karadeniz Technical University today from Turkey. And I will be sharing a case with you today, which is network performance optimization and acceleration with use of Gazelle platform and OpenEuler. Before starting, I would like to highlight some points from our country's vision. Turkey is a big country and aims to become a regional technology hub by 2030. So there are big investments in 5G, 6G, AI and tech-driven technologies, including cyber-physical systems. So as a country, we give priority to digital education, importantly, R&D and tech-driven entrepreneurship. Considering the growth in ICT adoption, we need and demand for high-skilled professionals, including the system administrators, cloud engineers, and infrastructure experts. So we have to make collaboration between the industry and the academy. So we are focusing on equipping our students with next generation networking and open source system skills to lead the future innovation. At this point, we give priority to make collaboration with the technology giants, including Huawei, which plays a key role here. So I've already mentioned that we need and demand the high-skilled professionals, so we need skilled students to shape our future. So according to statistical data from OECD and the World Bank, actually we are facing a shortage digital infrastructure experts, system administrators, and also cloud engineers. So while our universities keeps doing cooperation with the industry partners, we need more high-skilled trainers and educators as well to make those aims to be achieved. So bridging this talent gap is critical to meeting our national goals. And technology is important, as you know, and Huawei's technologies help us a lot at this point, including the programs OpenEuler and Gazelle-based open source platforms helped us a lot to raise our students at each level of higher education, including undergraduate courses and also postgraduate courses. After this introduction, I would like to say little things about my university and our cooperation with the Huawei. Erzurum Technical University is one of the youngest technical public university in Turkey. Despite its young age, it has many distinguished centers, including Distance Education Center and Digital Transformation Office, which supports us a lot. These units play a vital role enabling strategic partnerships with the industry. We established the Huawei ICT Academy at ETÜ in 2020 with the achieving our aims to raise the national talents. Since its inception, the Academy has played an important role to help us at this point. Our students have consistently participated in Huawei ICT competitions, which won awards actually last year. I attended this competition with 2 teams. One got the first prize in competing section, and the one got the second prize in the innovation section. About myself, I graduated from University of Sussex in United Kingdom. I completed my master and PhD degree there, and I won the best instructor last year, and I won the grand prize this year, and I also won the social action category from the United Kingdom from the British Council Alumni Awards. I mostly focus on cybersecurity, by the way, human-centered security, and networking systems, and AI-supported learning systems. Where we have used the technology supported by Huawei is important here. So probably you're familiar with these technologies, but I wanted to make a brief introduction because it's important we highly use these platforms and technologies. OpenEuler, as you know, is an open source Linux-based operating system developed by Huawei, and Gazelle is a high-performance user protocol stack that we highly used in our courses. Some key points about these technologies, as you know, like the OpenEuler, give high performance, it's enterprise-grade level operating systems, lessen the burden on the kernel, so it's broadly compatible, and it has an active community to support you, and it's flexible and customizable. About the Gazelle platform supported by Huawei, it's a high-performance networking platform, and on the user space TCP/IP stack, optimized for DPDK, It has a scalable architecture and ideal for education and other purposes. And how we have used these technologies into our courses. This is just the case. I've integrated these technologies into many courses, actually, including undergraduate and postgraduate. But this is the postgraduate course, Network Performance Analysis. We aimed to introduce the theory and practice behind high-performance networking, with giving a focus on user space, TCP/IP stakes. My students have used these technologies to prepare their dissertation, making preparation for their thesis. And this is our curriculum and the course plan. As you know, the rigid traditional curriculum is no longer serve the needs of today's ICT talents. So we need to shape it altogether with the industry and the academy to change it and to catch the technology for future. This is our course delivery plan. Okay, at this stage, we have adopted a blended learning method, combining the self-paced training and also the instructor-led sessions. You can see on the left side the HCI Open Euler course. Our students have taken it themselves, and after that we have organized many lab sessions to work these experiments to find solutions to real-world problems, which was the important output. You can see the course contents there, and including the basic command line interface abilities to specific file sharing managements. This is the weekly plan of our course. And you can see after the self-paced training phase, we have organized many lab sessions. And we have prepared some lab sessions handouts for each week's presentation. These are some examples. And you can see some capstone project handout and some sample projects from our students. And the most important part is we combined the academic and also industrial purposes in this class. Not just the real-world projects are presented in the seminars, they also created scientific papers out of these lab sessions and the courses and the classes. Here are some projects that after the course they presented in a bunch of seminars, and many of our students in the university benefited from these seminars. Of course, there has been an assessment and the output was impactful. Most of our students has been successful, and we even accept more success in the upcoming terms. These are some lovely pictures from our lab sessions. Look how we are enjoying the lab sessions with my students. And these are some pictures from our seminars and meetings. They presented their work. As I said before, the most important thing, they try to find solutions to real-world infrastructure problems, and they presented it in the seminars. They were inspiring for other students as well. Here are some course outputs. I said it was impactful, and they gained many practical experience with performance testing on Open Euler and user space network space, and they met the specific platforms like Gazelle, which should be more common, I guess, in the university education. So they demonstrate the ability to install, configure, and maintain these systems. And mostly, they successfully completed a university credit module, and they presented their research papers, and many students across the university joined the seminars and benefited the outcomes. What is our future plan is, I'm representing both two universities in Turkey today. I'm planning to establish a new Huawei ICT Academy at Karadeniz Technical University, which is the largest university in Black Sea side in Turkey and the oldest one, and introduce new courses for credit technical elective in the undergraduate level. We've already done that in my previous university, and we will do it in the new university as well. And we will continue to collaboration with the university senate and relevant curriculum. We have to update the curriculum to shape the future, as I said before. And we aim to increase the student-led papers and research papers more. And we will develop the bilingual course content and lab documentation to support international and remote learning adoption. That's all for now, actually. Thank you for listening. I wish you a fruitful organization. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Merve. So I think I wanted to recode one of the sentences that you mentioned, which is the current traditional program does not serve the future need for ICT talents. I think that's said it all. Great presentation. All right, so you've seen a lot of practice. I think one of the common factors beside the passion of our partners is Huawei, the one-stop digital intelligent platform for learners and instructors that can serve the whole world, as you see. So what is this one-stop digital platform? What is Huawei ICT Academy, ICT Authorized Support Centers, all of those great things? So all of those questions, we have an expert from Huawei ICT Talent Partner Development Program, Senior Manager on that department. So Himanshu Mahajan, welcome, and please let us know more about ICT Academy program.
Dear leaders, distinguished guests, educators, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning. The future belongs to those who either leverage artificial intelligence or excels in AI technologies. And with Huawei ICT Academy program, we are focusing on achieving this future. We not only provide teaching on technologies to the students, but also empowers them on how they can do the innovations in the upcoming days, in future. Today, it's my pleasure to introduce how Huawei ICT Academy is promoting AIC acceleration for talent to thrive. Huawei ICT Academy is a program to cultivate ICT talent for the ICT industry and society in collaboration with universities and educational institutes across the world. By end of 2024, we already partnered with 3,000 plus universities and colleges covering 110 plus countries and regions. With the strong support of 11,000 plus instructors and professors, we have already cultivated 1.3 million students. ICT Academy program is to teach, we are training these students, more than 300,000 plus students every year. Huawei ICT Academy program is a flagship project and the key partnership of the UNESCO Global Skills Academy. As our data analysis, it shows the most popular courses among the educators and the students are from emerging ICT technologies like artificial intelligence, computing, and cloud. Building talent alliances, incorporating talent standards, improving talent capabilities, and finally promoting talent values are the four key pillars on which we are focusing. We are building talent alliances with universities and colleges as Huawei ICT Academy, and to support the growing number of ICT academies all across the world, we are also developing Huawei ICT Academy support centers. Not only this, we are also establishing the alliances with the educational organizations at the international level, as I mentioned, UNESCO, GSA, and also at the national levels to contribute to the overall national digital strategies of the local government. We are incorporating our basic courses into university curriculum so as to facilitate students for smooth learning. Improving talent capabilities by involving in university industry collaboration, by upgrading and providing the high quality educational resources through our Huawei Talent Platform. And finally, promoting the talent value of all these students by organizing global Huawei ICT competition, providing the international stage to all the talents to showcase their skills and challenge their abilities. Huawei ICT Academy curriculum. We focus on general courses, professional courses, and certification courses. With the rich resources, as of today, we have more than 85 courses from 20 plus technical directions, from datacom to AI to cloud to open source basic software technologies. If we organize in terms of languages, we have 190 plus courses in 13 plus different languages, including English, Chinese, Portuguese, Spanish, French, Arabic, Turkish, and even Indonesia, and many more. Last year in 2024, we have seen the learning enrollments grown to over 700,000 across the globe. And more than 50% comes from the overseas market. We also introduced digital badges for the ICT Academy last year, and I'm proud to share with you that 38,000 plus students and 1,600 plus instructors were awarded with these badges. This year, we also working on the new framework for ICT Academy curriculum version 2.0, where we will be focusing on computers, 4 majors, which are very closely related to Huawei technologies: computer science and technology, software engineering, artificial intelligence, and IoT engineering. For these 4 majors, we aim to develop 3 general courses, 23 core courses, and 4 practical courses. In the first phase, we plan to, the courses which are highlighted in yellow color, we are focusing these courses to be developed in 2025. And I'm very happy to announce that out of these courses, 3 of these courses will be launched today. Exploring the Intelligent World 2030. This is a MOOC course with the virtual avatar of a lecturer or instructor. Operating systems, basics and practice, a hands-on approach with OpenOLA. The main highlight is this course is fully developed by the university professors who had the rich experience of 30 years of experience in Unix style of operating system. And third course which we are launching today is CDA Tech Essentials course focusing cloud tech. To disseminate all these courses, all these educational resources to the educators and to the students, we need a strong and smart IT platform. Our platform is one-stop digital intelligence platform to support various features. This year, we will focus majorly on ISC operations, excellence business practices, trainer enablement feature, and ICT IOC report of this feature, which is recently added. And we will focus how to maximize this, the benefit of these functions. Additionally, we have also added three functions related with the artificial intelligence, that is intelligent summary, intelligent question and answer, and intelligent questioning. Intelligent questioning will support intelligent generation of test questions, improving the test questions development more efficiently. Intelligent summary will support summarizing the key points of the course and quickly obtain the key information of the course a student is learning. And finally, the intelligent Q&A function will support answering the questions on the course knowledge related to the based on artificial intelligence, and learners obtain the answers more efficiently, round the clock, 24/7 without any further delay. All these functions will be launched today. Thank you very much. Thank you for your patience listening. Thank you.
Thank you, Himanshu. That was really good, quick summary. Sorry, we don't have a lot of time. But as you saw, we're launching great functions, all based in AI, all things to make things simpler, faster, more efficient, and also improves the quality. As you see here, we have a moving screen coming in because we wanted to commemorate this moment of launching new functions and new platform, new curriculum for ICT Academy. So for that, I would like to invite to the stage some Huawei leaders. I will call the names. So it's my pleasure to invite to the stage Sunho. He is the Huawei Service Fellow, Director of the 2012 Service Lab. Hui Tao, Director of the ICT Industry Strategy Planning and Development Department. Please come to the stage. Lin Huading, he's the Director of the Developer Support and Operation Department at Huawei. And last but not least, Sung Gang, he's the Director of the ICT Talent Partner Development Department at Huawei. All right, so if you can please stand behind this nice screen, and we wanted again to have a ceremonial lunch, maybe, and I'm sure we will remember that moment in years to come. All right, so when I say count down to 1, 2, 3, ER-san in Chinese, if you can please push that button, and then we will launch the new platform. We all ready? All right, 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Thank you very much. If you can please step forward, we can take also another picture in front of the screen. And by the way, I think these QR codes, if you scan them, you will see the new courses and curriculum that we are offering. All right? Okay, so that was the first ceremony. We have another one. I mean, this one was about the ICT Academy course launch. But of course, as we mentioned earlier, we also launching a lot of AI functions. You remember what I said at the beginning? I mentioned we are developing ICT talents for intelligence, but also we need to use intelligence for the ICT talents. So now we wanted to have another ceremony specifically for launching or injecting AI intelligence in developing the talents. And you see, when I talk about intelligence, I can see some robots coming in. Of course, robot has been so important highlighting the intelligence. Do you know how many industrial robots are there today in all of the factories? Just to guess a number. 4 million industrial robot units. But these are consumer robots, which are valued today, the market size more than $10 billion. It is going to be more than $100 billion market for consumer robots in about 10 years. So now, all the robots, please take your spot. I don't know, this guy is revolving for some reason. It is not the time for dance now, okay? No dancing. Okay, stop. You also stop. Okay, all right. So let's all launch this ceremonial celebration to commemorate this. For that, let me invite back Moravana Tatiana from UNESCO IITE, Pam Fong from the Deputy Director of UNESCO ICHEI, and Huang Xiao Yan, she is from Shijiji, Product Manager in Huawei. And last but not least, Zhu Yanxing, she is the Shishiji. Shishiji is the name of the Huawei platform, Learning Assistant Product Manager. So if you can please stand with these robots, and when I count 1 to 3, if you just put your hand palm into this pad, and we'll see what's going to happen. All right, so are we all ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3. All right. Well, thank you very much. Thank you for our dear guest, and also thank you for the robots. If you can look for final picture and... Okay. No pictures, no innovations. We all need to understand that. Pictures are key for the innovations. All right, thank you very much. Thank you. All right, so we've been robots. If you can please go. Robots. I think they will go in a moment. All right, so we started by the vision, and after that we talked about collaboration in the panel. After that, we introduced a lot of best practice, and later we showed Huawei innovations in education. And we have 2 ceremonies highlighting courses and AI. Now, one last thing is to formalize one of the collaboration between Huawei and a big university. So for that, it's my pleasure to invite to the stage Dr. Ali Al-Shahrani. He is the president of the Arab Open University in Saudi Arabia. And he will talk to us about, of course, Arab Open University, and at the same time, let us know about collaboration. Dr. Ali, marhaban.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam.
Ni hao. What a great organization. Thank you, Huawei. Everything is great, outstanding. I like everything here. We are today here as Arab Open University. It was established in 2002, and we are in 9 different countries in Arab region. We welcomed more than 140 nationalities around the world, and 60,000 students was graduated from the Arab Open University, most of them from female. Our partnership with Huawei today is not an agreement, but it's to bridge the gap between the education and the industry. In Saudi Arabia, we have Vision 2030, and our vision is reshaping industry, economy, and everything. But I believe that when we look back to the Vision 2030 or 2030, we will not see just we build infrastructure or a smart city or another thing, but we will build the leaders. I am very happy to be here today, and we're looking for build people before infrastructure. We are very happy. We will have collaboration and partnership with Huawei in AI and in security and another computer and technology fields. I'm happy to stand on the front of you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I would like to thank my friend Zohair. Zohair, please. Thank you for Huawei in Saudi Arabia. We have a great team in Saudi Arabia. Thank you for our chairman in Arab Open University, Prince Abdulaziz bin Talal, for his encourage always. Thank you again, and that's all. Thank you.
So, yeah. So we wanted to formally exchange this. I wanted to invite Alice. She is the Director of ICT Strategy and Marketing in Middle East and Central Asia, to formally exchange the Memorandum of Understanding and formalize this moment of collaboration. Yeah. Thank you so much, and we are sure that this collaboration will enrich Arab Open University, and it will also provide a lot of expertise to Huawei as well. Huawei, Middle East and Central Asia, actually, and all of the Middle East and Central Asia are now one of the regions at the forefront of innovation. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so if you can please remove this table. Well, that's it. From what we wanted to talk about today, I think it has been so exciting day, which is no difference because we've already been having a very exciting week here in Shenzhen. So now we need to have a closing ceremony for that day. I think that day deserve that. And for that, it's my pleasure and honor to invite to the stage the Deputy Director General of the Chinese National Commission for UNESCO, and she will have the closing ceremony for that. Let's all put our hands together and invite Her Excellency Go Su-ying.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, good morning. It's a great pleasure to be invited once again to attend the AI Accelerating Education Transformation Summit in Shenzhen. On behalf of the Secretariat of the Chinese National Commission for UNESCO, I'd like to extend my warm congratulations to Huawei for successfully hosting this summit and the global final of the 9th Huawei ICT competition. We are living through profound changes unseen in a century. A new wave of technological revolution and industrial transformation led by AI is reshaping the way we live, work, and learn. The development and application of AI are injecting powerful momentum into education and driving structural transformation across education systems. At the same time, they also raise new challenges such as data privacy, algorithmic bias, and over-reliance on intelligent systems. This summit's focus on accelerating educational transformations through AI is both timely and highly meaningful. With less than 5 years remaining to achieve the UN's 2030 SDGs, the international community is increasingly focused on how AI and digital technologies can drive global education transformation and accelerate progress toward these goals. The UN Transforming Education Summit in 2022 called on all countries to leverage digital technologies to promote equity and improve education quality. In 2024, the UN Future Summit released the Global Digital Compact, underscoring the importance of digital skills and lifelong digital learning. The Chinese government attaches great importance to leveraging AI to promote educational transformation. President Xi Jinping has emphasized the need to actively promote the deep integration of AI and education to drive innovation in educational reform. Since 2022, the Ministry of Education has implemented a national strategy for education digitalization, resulting in the creation of the world's largest high-quality digital education platform, the National Smart Education Platform. This year, the Chinese government issued the Action Plan for Building a Strong Education Nation 2024 to 2035 and launched a 3-year plan to accelerate educational advancement, integrating education, science, and talent development to cultivate innovative, practical, and interdisciplinary professionals for the AI era. In recent years, China has strengthened its cooperation with UNESCO in the field of AI, co-hosting 4 editions of the International Conference on Artificial Intelligence and Education, providing platforms for global dialogue and promoting the implementation of the UN's 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. Most recently, the 5th edition of the conference held in Wuhan, Hubei province, focused specifically on the cultivation of competencies for the intelligent era. Local governments, universities, enterprises, UNESCO Category 2 centers, UNESCO chairs, and sister universities have also actively participated in cooperation with UNESCO, contributing international public goods in AI to support the developing countries and help bridge the global AI divide. Huawei is an important partner of UNESCO and has worked closely with its education sector, the Institution of Information Technologies in Education, and the International Center for Higher Education Innovation. Through the Huawei ICT Academy, it has contributed significantly to the development of international virtual education institutions, capacity building for ICT curricula, and AI talent cultivation in developing countries. The Huawei ICT competition has been held successfully for 9 editions and is widely recognized by educators and students around the world. This year's edition marks a historic high in scale and participation. This competition provides a platform for online learning, technical exchange, and showcasing innovation. It highlights the talent and the creativity of young digital professionals, as well as their shared aspiration to shape the future of the intelligent era together. The insights and case studies shared today have been very inspiring, showcasing Huawei's collaborative innovations with international partners in integrating AI and education. The Secretariat of China's National Commission for UNESCO will continue to actively support Huawei's cooperation with UNESCO in AI and education. We are also ready to work with other UNESCO partners to deepen collaboration and accelerate AI-enabled education transformation, contributing to the realization of the 2030 education goals, a better future, and a shared future for humanity. In the end, please allow me to once again congratulate all of you on the great success of this summit. Thank you.
Because now we need to have big group picture. So if I may ask everybody come to the stage. I think we have long enough stage to carry everybody. If you can please join us in a picture here on the stage. Everybody, Huawei, partner, professors, industry organization, UNESCO, myself, of course, I'll be here. Please, everybody come to the stage. This is going to be one of the most wonderful pictures. Please. The only people allowed to stay is the people taking the pictures. If you're not taking a picture, come to the stage, please. I think we have a very wide stage. Everybody. And I think we can have a line here as well, which is going to be first class. If you would like first class, please. I will be sitting here. That's. Oh, thank you so much. You too. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, everybody. Here? Okay, so Huawei in the middle. What do you want? Understand? Yeah, sure. Everybody ready? This side, you can come this side. We don't have enough in this side. Yeah, no, but because of Huawei logo. Nobody want to stand beside me. I don't know why. Yeah, everybody.